It's going to be a video on the top update. Unfortunately, I was sick for a whole week, so I couldn't do anything. But I was able to get back to it today. So, here's where I'm at. If you don't already know, each piece for the top is going to be an independent T-top. It's going to be completely independent from the other, so they can be removed independently, stored separately, so one person can take the entire top off. It's 1/4 inch aluminum. I didn't have a way to bend it, so I scored it, bent it. Now I'm working on welding the score back up. TIG welding's new to me, so it's not so pretty right now. But I'll sand it down and clean it up and redo it as I'm learning how to go, and I'm getting better at it. These are the front plates I made, of course. These are 1/4 inch. One of the biggest obstacles I had was figuring out how I was going to seal up the area between the door and the top. I figured out what I consider a great way to do it today. So what you have your plate here. This is 1/4 inch. This is going to rivet nut up to the B frame. I guess, yeah, the B. I guess it's called B frame, right? Yes, A frame, B frame, C frame. It's going to rivet nut up to the B frame. Okay. Then I took my measurements, cut a piece to go across here, welded that on here, and as you can see, the welds are getting a little bit better. Then what I did is so far it's just tack welded up right here now. I tack welded an angle piece to go here that wraps around here. So when I weld this up, this will be watertight, and this piece right here will come off with the windshield frame. Okay, and that sits right in front of this piece, goes all the way to the back. So what I'll do is I'll run a couple rivet nuts. That'll secure this front section here. That'll secure these two pieces together, okay? Then what I have is I'll put a seal between the top here and the T-top. So you can see, when everything closes up, it is solid. I mean, there's no gaps at all here. Okay. Go inside the truck. Yeah. Close this up. Right now, yeah, you're going to see a little bit of gaps because I don't have any type of weather stripping on here. But ultimately, that's the way it's going to go. So what's good about it is, if I take the T-top, I take the T-tops off. I can leave this on. Or if I want, I can also easily take this whole piece off, and the T-tops, and the doors, and have it completely open. If I want, I can weld some grab handles in here. I can, what I'll probably actually do, I'm going to be putting clamps, a couple clamps, 2 clamps for the top here. I'm going to put 2 clamps in the back for the top. I could probably put an additional clamp here if I wanted. I don't think it's going to be needed, but I could. This is going to be the upper center console that I'm working on. It's going to hold electronics, switches for lights, radio's going to be in there. It's going to have a primary battery cutoff switch. I did a little taper here in the back because it drops down a little bit where it needs to be sealed. These rails, there's going to be a rail that's going to go across the front. It's going to drop down about an inch. It's going to seal on top and drop down about an inch, prevent any water or airflow going through. But there's also going to be a seal on top of here that the T-top will sit on top of. I'm also going to be welding with the way I had to cut the metal to save the most. I wasn't able to cut a piece that went all the way down. So I'm going to cut another piece, weld it up to here, so it's going to be flush, and it'll fill up this area here. Thickness of the aluminum. I should have no problem with somebody standing on the top, jumping up and down. If they want, hitting it with the hammer or whatever. Shouldn't bother anything. This being 1/4 inch aluminum here too, this is going to be extremely solid. You're not going to be able to dent that or pry it or do any damage to that. And basically I'm just going to do the same process here for the back. It's going to run across. I'm going to custom make a C-pillar. It's going to go across, and it'll be the same concept. It'll be welded to here, and then it'll have some type of rivet nut connection here, so it can be removed independently.